Well, I've made it to Guadalupe Mountains National Park. It's amazing just how big these mountains are. They might not look it from a little bit away, but once you get right up next to them, they're huge. You can actually see them from probably about an hour and a half away driving in, at least the way I come. But anyway, I got to go in and get my permit and pay for my backcountry sites, and I'm ready to get this trip underway. Pretty excited. Well, I just made it across the creek, and now I came to our first trail junction. I'll be coming back on the Tejas Trail in a couple days, but for now I'm headed straight up the Tejas Trail this way and into the mountains. So to kind of give you an idea of what I'm doing, I'm headed up to Mescalero tonight, about 7 miles today, and it's pretty much just straight up the Tejas Trail. Kind of an easier day mileage wise, but I got to go up all that elevation, so that's the plan for now. It's about noon, and so I probably got about 5 hours to make it 7 miles. Shouldn't be too tough. Hopefully I can get some good breaks in and get some good video. So one of my favorite plants out here is this Texas madrone tree. They got a lot of them down here at the lower elevations. It's got that cool unique bark. It's smooth, got a reddish tint to it. It's a really cool tree that definitely don't have back in North Texas, but anyway, they got quite a few of them out here, and they're really neat. This is a good overview of Pine Springs Canyon. That was the Guadalupe mountainside. And then swing around this way. This is the Hunter Peak side. I don't think you can see the top. It's back behind that ridge, but that's generally the area that I'm headed up to. The bowl is back up that way. I was just walking along and I saw this tree. It's stuff like this I think is absolutely amazing, the way nature works. This tree being able to grow right out of and up the side of this rock. It's molded to the side of the rock. I think that's really neat. Anyway, I just made the big turn to go around a ridge. Back down right there, that's Pine Springs. That's where I came from. You might can see the highway, some big trucks or something driving on it. Anyway, so basically what I've hiked so far is come up this little valley and came around this way and made the big turn to head right here. Now I'm gonna keep on going and get around the side of this and just keep going up. Well, I just rounded the corner and then bam, in front of you can see the switchbacks about a little under that big rock cap in the middle. Anyway, that's what I got to go up, and then I should be up in the bowl area. I started off sluggish. All I had this morning was some coffee and a couple of McDonald's biscuits, which is probably not the best thing, but I finally hit my stride. I'm feeling pretty good now. I just made it to the top. I'm right at the junction of the Bush Mountain Trail, Tejas Trail, and Bowl Trail, and found a little bit of leftover snow. They had some snow, I think, Monday. Today is Thursday, and there's a little bit left over, so I may be able to find some more as I get further back into the mountains. But I'm gonna stop and take a break for a little bit, take my pack off, and just enjoy the view. This is my view from my break spot right up here at the trail junction. You can see the highway down there, and Guadalupe Peak is over to our right. Hunter Peak to our left, and whenever I head out, I'll be heading out directly behind us. Well, I've gone about 3.7 miles so far, and I'm at the highest point that I'll be all day. So most of the hard work's done. I got about 3.3 miles left to go, and it's mostly flat and a little downhill. I think Mescalero is probably 400 feet lower than here, so should have the hardest part of the day done. This is what the Tejas Trail looks like after you make it up into the bowl area. That's Hunter Peak up there. I'll be going up there for sunrise hopefully in a couple days on my way back by. There was a fire here last year, a little after I was here, and they let it burn most of the park. Starting to see quite a few trees, the bottoms are burned. You can see the ground is scorched over there, and a lot of toppled over trees, a lot more than what there had been last time I was here. Anyway, they let it burn to burn out some of the underbrush, but looks like most of the big trees made it. This is the junction of the Juniper and Tejas Trail. That's the Juniper Trail up that way. This way is the way I just came from, just dropped down quite a bit on the Tejas Trail, and the Tejas Trail continues on this direction. Once you pass the Juniper Trail, the Tejas Trail makes it all the way down here to this drainage, and you follow the drainage for, it's probably a quarter mile to get to Tejas, and then it goes on for a ways after that before it starts climbing back up. But it's a pretty neat hike down here in this creek bed. I made it to the Tejas campsite. I'm going to stop here for probably 20 minutes, take a break, take my pack off, maybe have a snack, and then I think I only got another 1.5 miles or so to get to where I'm headed. That's something pretty interesting. I just think that looks really cool. Completely burnt on bottom and growing new on top. Not a bad view looking back the way I came. Still on the Tejas Trail, probably a mile from Mescalero Campsite. Not bad. I'm at the junction of the Blue Ridge and Tejas Trail. If you go up that way, you'll cut across the Blue Ridge. It's got some pretty good views from there, but I'm about 3/4 of a mile from Mescalero Campsite if I keep going straight this way. Almost there. I forgot to mention that starting now at the junction with the Blue Ridge Trail, I haven't ever hiked this part of the Tejas, so this is a new area for me at Guadalupe Mountains, and I'm excited about seeing what's out this way and excited about checking out the Mescalero Campsite. Well, I believe I've found my spot for the night. I'm at Mescalero Campsites. This is a pretty good one. It's got good tree coverage and pretty good views through the trees. So I'm going to set my tent up and try to relax a little bit. I'm really tired. Well, I got camp set up for the night. This is my cooking area. I got some bourbon for later. And here's the Z-Packs duplex and my sleeping bag and stuff down inside. Pretty nice campsite. I actually like it pretty good. Got a pretty good view straight out that way, and if you walk over a little bit to the right, look out, you can see a little window and see farther down to the desert floor. But yeah, it's a cool campsite. I really like it, but pretty much got nothing left to do. Just hang out and try to stay warm. Well, that's pretty much it for day one. Just had dinner, had instant mashed potatoes with some bacon and Parmesan cheese. I had a pretty good day. I'm really tired though. I got up about 3:30 this morning and had to drive 7 hours to get out here, and then I hiked up 7 miles. But it was a good day. Didn't see not a single person on the trails, not even from a distance. And if I don't see anybody by 10:30 in the morning, I'll have gone 24 hours without seeing anybody. But that's actually pretty nice. I was hoping there wouldn't be anybody at this campsite. So yeah, it was a good day. Pretty much the rest of the day, all I got left is finish watching the sun go down. I'm gonna have some bourbon and have one Rice Krispie treat left. And that's pretty much it. I may listen to some music and probably get in bed pretty early. Try to stay warm tonight. So that's pretty much it for day one, and see you tomorrow.